Think about the biggest homes you've ever seen. Those homes are nothing compared to the ones in today's video. These homes are absolutely massive. So join me as I count down the top 5 biggest mansions in the world. As you know, before we start, I would like you to give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. Number 1. Versace Mansion. Alright, it may not be what it once was, but the Versace Mansion in Miami Beach, Florida, has thousands of stories to tell within its walls. When Gianni Versace purchased the 60-year-old villa, it needed some serious updates. And of course, the world-famous designer was up to the task. He took what was originally a 24-apartment villa and converted it into a single home, complete with 10 bedrooms and bathrooms, 2 kitchens, a bar, a library, and 3 living rooms. And because that wasn't enough, the Italian fashion mogul had 6,100 square feet of an addition built to include a gym, a steam room, and a shower big enough for 8 people. What? Why? How much did all this cost him? Well, a whopping $32 million. I guess today's millionaires and billionaires can buy a brand new mansion for that kind of cash. But Gianni Versace knew that he was meant to own this historic villa. When you made your way past the villa's famous bedrooms, like the Venus and Medallion suites, there was even an observatory on the 3rd floor. The roof's dome ceiling was painted with a beautiful deep blue dotted with gold stars, letting his guests feel like they were one with the cosmos. This observatory has become so famous that allegedly even Drake took advantage of the acoustics to record music inside it. Number 2. Sanctuary at Loon Point. Alright, bringing it back over to sunny Santa Barbara County, California, we've got the perfectly named beachfront property simply known as the Sanctuary at Loon Point. This amazing chateau can be yours as long as you're willing to shell out $160 million. Speaking of shells, you can't talk about the sanctuary without talking about the view. This giant piece of property sits right at the edge of a cliff overlooking the Pacific Ocean. And seeing as how this is a private property, that means you don't have to share that view with anyone else. That's not a bad deal. The entire sanctuary at Loon Point Estate is roughly 22 acres of land, which you'll find is pretty easy to get lost in. The property also includes 5 separate land parcels, all of which are connected via the private and gated road, making anyone lucky enough to live there feel like they're Californian royalty. The sanctuary at Loon Point was built by uber-millionaire hedge fund owner Bruce Kovner and offers not 1, but 2 mansions, both of which offer about 8,000 square feet of space. They both hold 10 bedrooms each and another 21 bathrooms, plus a spa, cabana, and pools if you don't feel like making the hike down to the ocean. There's even your very own citrus grove right on the property. This place is amazing, and even with the 2 mansions there's still so much land left that anyone could easily build a few more homes if they so choose. Number 3 is Alright. The first entry on this list does the impossible by putting all of the other mega mansions to shame. It's located in Brunei. The astonishing Istana Nurul Iman Palace is the official residence of the Sultan of Brunei and provides him with his much-needed 2.1 million square feet of space. Damn, do you think that's a little much? Well, the Sultan and his family probably don't, and you wouldn't either, I guess, if you got to live there. The Istana Nurul Iman Palace has 1,788 rooms, 257 bathrooms, and a mosque that fits up to 1,500 people. Then there's the 200 Polo Pony stables, 5 swimming pools, and the 110 car garage. The palace's name translates to Palace of Faithlight, and it was designed back in 1984. Costing almost $1.5 billion to build. The value has probably gone up since then. When you look at the palace's exterior, you'll notice the gold domes and vaulted roofs, which combine with the local Malay and Islamic architecture, creating the most extravagant home in the world. But don't worry, because the Sultan and his family aren't the only people here. The palace may serve as their private home, but it's also where foreign dignitaries stay when they come to visit. The palace is also open to visitors 3 days a year at the end of Ramadan, when guests are served food to break their fast. Man, it's the type of home I guess you can really sink your teeth into. Number 4. Villa Leopolda. One of the most expensive homes in the world, Villa Leopolda, sits right on the French Riviera, and it's owned by Lily Safra, widow of billionaire banker Edmond Safra. While she must miss her husband terribly, Safra was left with a pretty penny to take care of herself, as well as this insane beachfront property. Villa Leopolda sits on 50 acres in the Alpes Maritimes department of the Côte d'Azur and is so world-renowned that it served as the setting for the great Alfred Hitchcock film To Catch a Thief in 1955. So, what is so special about this French villa, other than the views, the acreage, and the fact that it's a mountain retreat? Well, the property's home to a commercial greenhouse, an outdoor kitchen, the obvious pool, and even a helipad, so Miss Safra can come and go as she pleases from just about anywhere in the world. Even for those who have never heard of this billionaire's estate, the name Leopolda should ring a bell for many. The villa is named after the same Leopold II of Belgium who owned the Villa La Cédras, a 200-year-old estate on the coast of St. Jean Cap Ferret, and another one of the priciest palaces on the planet. The king had a lot of money, and he knew how to spend it, and he gifted this French villa to his mistress in the early 20th century. The home has undergone plenty of renovation since then, and is worth nearly $1 billion to. Number 5. The One Bel Air. The One Bel Air is the kind of mansion the Fresh Prince could only dream of living in. Spanning almost 100,000 square feet, the house at One Bel Air isn't just one of the most expensive in the world, it's also one of the largest in the United States. This amazingly lavish property was developed by Niall Niami and designed by architect Paul McLean, and the entire endeavor took about 10 years to complete. This home for the rich and famous has 26-foot-high ceilings, 21 bedrooms, 5 swimming pools, 42 bathrooms, and a 30-car garage gallery, putting the homes of even the richest neighbors to shame. And of course, the house at One Bel Air sits on top of a hill with panoramic views of downtown Los Angeles, the San Gabriel Mountains, and the Pacific Ocean, so the owner can get just about every type of view depending on their mood. And of course, there's the price tag, and you can be sure that a place like this isn't going to come cheap. The One Bel Air mansion was originally on the market for $340 million, but it wasn't until 2022 that a buyer came along. They managed to get the estate at a massive discount though, having only paid $126 million. This is the end of this video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to this channel. You don't want to miss out on the other videos we have for you. So click that notification bell to get notified once we drop new videos.